So React Native 83 has just been released. React 19.2 new dev tools features, no breaking changes. This release includes React 19.2 significant new features for React Native dev tools and support for the web performance and intersection observer APIs canary. This is also the first React Native release with no user facing breaking changes. So let's go through it. So React 19.2, this release includes React 19.2 bringing the new activity and use effect event APIs to React Native. As at time of release, React Native 83 depends on React Native 19.2, and you might also have seen the critical security vulnerability in React server components. We want to stress that React Native is not directly affected by this vulnerability, as it does not depend on the impacted packages React Server DOM Webpack, React Server DOM Parcel, and React Server DOM Turbo Pack. However, if you are using React Native as part of monorepo where these packages may be present, please check and upgrade them immediately. We will update all React dependencies to 19.2.1 in our next patch release. Activity lets you break your app into activities that can be controlled and prioritized. You can use activity as an alternative to conditional rendering parts of your app, and currently supports two modes, visible and hidden. Hidden hides the children unmounts effect and defers all updates until React has nothing left to work on. Visible shows the children mount effects and allow updates to be processed normally. One interesting feature of trees hidden using activity mode equal to hidden is that they preserve their state, so when they become visible again, for example, keep the search status and the selection from a previous user interaction. Use effect event. One common pattern with use effect is to notify the app code about some kind of event from an external system. The problem with this approach is that a change to any value used inside such an event will cause the surrounding effect to rerun. To solve this, most users disable the lint rule and exclude the dependency, but that can lead to bugs since the linter can no longer help you keep the dependency up to date if you need to update the effect later. With use effect event, you can split the event part of this logic out of the effect that emits it. New DevTools feature in 0.83. We are excited to deliver some long-awaited features and quality of life improvements to React Native DevTools. Network and performance panels, network inspection and performance tracing are two powerful new capabilities in React Native DevTools available today. Network inspection, now available for all React Native apps, allow you to view and understand the network request made by your app. Logged request provide detailed metadata such as timings and headers sent and received, as well as response previews. And for the first time, you can use the initiator tab to see where in your code a network request originated. Performance tracing allows you to record a performance session within your app to understand how your JavaScript code is running and what operation took the most time. In React Native, we show JavaScript execution, React performance track, network events, and custom user timings rendered in a single performance timeline. Together with support for web performance APIs in 83, this is a powerful feature set providing fine-grained visibility into what might be making your React Native app slow. We encourage everyone to try out the performance panel and make it part of your daily workflow. New desktop app. Previously, React Native DevTools launched in a browser window and required Chrome or Edge to be installed. Today, we are introducing a vastly improved desktop experience with our new bundled desktop app. It features the same zero install setup as before, now with no web browser requirement. Faster launch via a lightweight and notarized desktop binary. In rare cases where this cannot be downloaded, such as corporate firewall, we fall back to the previous browser launch flow. Better windowing with improved multitasking on macOS, auto raise on breakpoint, auto raise when reconnecting to the same app, and saved window arrangements on relaunch. Improved reliability by running DevTools separately from your personal browser profile. In particular, this resolves bug reports we have received about certain pre-installed Chrome extension causing React Native DevTools to break. Intersection Observer. As part of our effort to bring web APIs to React Native, we have added support for Intersection Observer in the Canary release for 0.83. Intersection Observer allows you to asynchronously observe layout intersections between a target element and its ancestor. Please see our API and implementation docs for more details. We have also included examples in RN Tester. Web Performance APIs as table, as introduced in 0.82. React Native now implements a subset of the performance APIs available on web, now rolled as table. High resolution time defines performance.now and performance.time origin. Performance timeline defines performance observer and methods to access performance entries in the performance object. Get entries by type and get entries by name. User timing defines performance.mark and performance.measure. Event timing API defines event entry types reported to performance observer. Long task API defines long task entry types reported to performance observer. These APIs allow tracking different aspects of performance in your app, visible in the performance panel in React Native Dev Tools as well as at runtime via performance observer. Performance observer also works in production build, opening new opportunities for capturing real-world performance metrics in your apps. Hermes v1 is the new next evolution of Hermes, with improvements in the compiler and the VM that significantly boost JavaScript performance. In React Native 82, we released Hermes version v1 as an experimental opt-in, and in 83 Hermes v1 includes further performance improvements. Experimental compile out the legacy architecture on iOS. In this release, we are adding a new flag for iOS that allows you to compile out the legacy architecture from the code base. If your app is already on the new architecture, you can try to remove the legacy architecture code by installing your pods with rct remove legacy arc equal to 1 bundle exec pod install. This should reduce both the build time and size of your app. The improvements depend on how many third-party libraries you are using. In our test using a new app without dependency, the build time was reduced from 73 to 58.2 seconds, and the app size went from 51.2 to 48.2 MB. In this release, we have implemented the ability to debug React Native codebase that is shipped with a pre-compiled binary. This is primarily helpful to library maintainers, or if you are developing a native module or a native component. To debug the binary code shipped with React Native pre-compiled binary, follow these steps. The magic is done by the rct symbolicate pre-built frameworks flag, which instruct CocoaPods to download React Native DSYM files and expand them in the proper folder. At this point, you can put a breakpoint in your app, for example in appdelegate.swift, and build and run the app from Xcode. When the application pauses, open the Xcode console and run the LLDB command. Breaking change: we are working hard to make React Native releases more predictable and easier to upgrade. React Native 83 is the first release with no user-facing breaking changes. If you are on React Native 81, you should be able to upgrade your app to 83 without any change to your app code. To learn more about what we consider breaking change, have a look at this article. Deprecation: this release ships two deprecations that are Android specific. Networking: the send request internal method is been phased out and is now deprecated. Animation: start operation batch and finish operation batch are also now deprecated. Acknowledgements: React Native 83 contains over 594 commits from 56 contributors. Thanks to all their hard work, and these are all the people who contributed to it. And you can upgrade to 83 by using the React Native upgrade helper, and to create a new project you can run this command. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.